You have taken political science as a subject.
Yes, sir, I have.
What is the theory of evolution of Ibn Khaldun?
Yes, sir. So the theory of evolution of Ibn Khaldun is what he entails that how a state should evolve as an entity. So he gives different stages of evolution of a state, and he says that that the holding factor and the joining factor between different forces and different tribes and different individuals is Asbiya. That is his theory of Asbiya. We can say closely linked with his theory of evolution.
Define Asbiya.
So Asbiya is a tying force that ties individuals in a state and different tribes, and that what
Asbiya को define करें Asbiya को.
it is a tying force. We can also describe it as close blood relations and tribal relations that hold a group together and
Okay.
in then
Okay. Okay. My next question is
yes, sir.
Cripps proposal.
Yes, sir.
What was that?
So Cripps mission, it came in 1942, as far as I can recall it, and it was a set of proposals that came after the 1935 India Act, and it absorbed the diarchy status of the that was introduced in the previous Indian
Who
Act of
presented the poor man budget?
Poor man budget. Sir, I'm not aware.
Okay. My next question is Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Jinnah
Yes, sir.
as a Governor General,
Yes, sir.
how you will give your assessment about the performance of Quaid-e-Azam as Governor General?
Sir, I would say that Quaid-e-Azam was an outstanding Governor General. Although he served as a Governor General for a very short tenure, that is the only, we can say, drawback in his premiership as a Governor General. But he tried to form the state. The state was at its very beginning level. So I would say that he formed the state and he helped the state evolve as an entity. When it comes to the foreign policy of Pakistan, he gave us a very solid approach towards different powers. And for example, towards Afghanistan, he also built the relations with Afghanistan, although Afghans had refused to identify Pakistan as a state in the very beginning. Then, when we talk about economy, Quaid-e-Azam focused.
Okay. 9/11.
Yes, sir.
What was that?
Sir, so 9/11, it was terrorist attacks on the trade towers in the USA, in New York, in Pentagon, and the New York Trade Tower. And it resulted in massive
Okay. Washington DC.
Yes, sir.
How you will define?
So Washington DC is the capital of United States of America.
Okay. बुल्ले शाह की जो शायरी है
Yes, sir.
इसमें सबसे ज्यादा जो कॉन्सेप्ट डोमिनेट करता है कोई
Yes.
थॉट वो कौन सा है आपके नजदीक?
Sir, I would say that it is the concept of self-destruction and the destruction of the personal ego, and it also means to get oneself above the worldly affairs and to involve into a greater purpose for life and a spiritual rekindlement of the soul of human beings.
Quite.
Yes, sir. So it was the name of Hazrat Ali's second wife, and although her real name was Fatima, Fatima bint Huzam, but as her name was Fatima, and the young children Hassan and Hussein used to get reminded of their mother whenever Hazrat Ali called her wife Fatima. That is why they gave her the name Ummul
Okay.
Baneen.
Are you a one?
No, sir, we are Gondal by count.
Okay. How did the name Sargoda come about?
So the name Sargoda basically came when there was a small pond of water in Sargoda, and a monk used to live on that pond, and he used to feed people water from that pond, and that is where the name came from.
What was John Locke's model?
John Locke's model. John Locke gave the theory of contract of the state, and John Locke defined human nature as something positive. And sir, I'm unable to recall it right now.
You seem to be more interested in literature. That's why you put two books of literature as your favorite one.
Sir, I do not read a lot. That is why I put two books of literature because they were in my syllabus.
Define absurd drama.
So absurd drama is a type of drama in which the dramatists have taken inspiration from the absurdist school of thought, which is a school of thought in philosophy, which is derived from the existentialist school of thought, which comes from the teachings of Albert Camus, Nietzsche, Jean-Paul Sartre, and so on.
Who wrote Waiting for Godot and what does Godot represent?
So Waiting for Godot was written by Samuel Beckett, and Godot is a word that is open to interpretation by personal means. So we can say some people say that Godot means a god that human beings are waiting for, that is the savior of human beings, and some say that Godot represents the boots of military men. That is where the word has been derived from, and it means that we are looking for someone who is strong enough to protect us. That is what the
What is the nationality of Samuel Beckett?
Sir Samuel Beckett was a Norwegian author. He was from Norway.
Norwegian or Irish?
Sir, Norway. He was from Norway, I'm sure.
Doll's House by Henrik
Yes,
Ibsen.
sir. Yes, sir.
Tell
It is
about it.
Sir, uh, A Doll's House is basically a drama written by Henrik Ibsen, and he is a Norwegian author. And then translated into English language. It also is from the 19th and 20th century drama writing that there is. It is the kind of drama which breaks the stereotypes of society and rule-shattering drama that we call it.
Full name of T.S. Eliot and his nationality, and what about the wasteland?
Sir, it is Thomas Shelby. I might be wrong in that.
Okay. What was his nationality?
He was Irish.
American and then later on British. Theme of wasteland and
Based,
opening line also.
sir, I cannot recall the opening line, but the
It was the
theme.
opposite of that of Chaucer's prologue.
So, sir, the theme of Wasteland is the disillusionment that there was after the World War II.
What is the current wave of feminism?
Sir, it is post-truth world that we are living in. So, I would say that it is postmodern feminism.
Women March, Gender Equality, and Pakistan. Speak for 1 minute.
Sir, the issue of gender equality is, we can say that at its very worst, and Pakistan has made little progress when it comes to gender equality. Pakistan was ranked among the three worst performing countries with respect to gender equality when it comes to that. And for solving that issue, although there are different kinds of political organizations that have taken up this issue, but Women March is organized every year in March to commemorate the wave of feminism in Pakistan and for the achievement of gender equality and gender rights in Pakistan. Although the Women March, which is called Aurat March in Pakistan, has been a controversial topic because of different approaches of different, I would say, so-called scholars in Pakistan.
पंजाबी च केड़ा ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ पोएट पसंद?
Bulle Shah.
ओके पंजाबी में भी आप उसको पढ़ें अच्छी तरह. Name the 4 countries comprising the UK along with their capitals.
Northern Ireland, England, Wales, and Scotland.
Capitals.
England's capital is London, and I don't know the capitals of others.
When Scotland became the part of the UK.
So it became a part of UK in 1707.
What is Brexit?
Brexit is the exit of UK from the European Union. It was from a wave of, I would say, a wave of different populist leaders, which resulted in UK's exit from Europe. And the rationale behind the UK's exit from Europe was that UK needs to take care of its own migrant immigrant policy, its economy, as well as its society.
Theresa May. Do you know about her?
Yes, sir.
Can you
Theresa May is one of the politicians in UK.
any other importance?
So she was one of the politicians. She is a conservative leader, and she was one of those who were, I would say, justifying the UK's exit from Europe, the Brexit.
You made your favorite personalities both women. Why and why these two?
So because I'm a woman, that is why they inspire me. And there are not a lot of role models that I can get inspiration from other than these. And they have made, I would say, a significant change by being in politics and in journalism. When it comes to Jacinda Ardern, she has been the first female Prime Minister of New Zealand. And that is something I can look up to as an individual.
This is the only reason Benazir Bhutto became twice.
Yes, sir, she did.
So why
Sir,
Jacinda?
because It is asked in the interviews that we have to name our favorite personalities as the people who are alive.
What are the qualities of this Indaba?
So I would say that she is a revolutionary leader. She breaks norms, and she has been the first female prime minister of New Zealand. That is why I call her a revolutionary leader. Then she is a climate rights activist. Then she is a women rights activist. And I would say that she is a very tolerant as a leader because it was during her reign that she fought against COVID and the Churchgate terrorist attacks against the Muslim community in New Zealand, and she handled that very well. That is why I would say that she is a tolerant and a diverse leader.
Arundhati.
Arundhati, she is a journalist and a political activist in India, and currently she is facing different kinds of legal proceedings against her as she speaks against the far right government of Modi and the RSS's policies against minorities and women. She has also written novels such as The Ministry of Utmost Happiness and The God of Small Things.
Why she is your favorite?
Sir, again, because she is a women rights activist, she has written novels for that. Also, she is a post-colonial historian, and she gives a different perspective to the history. She breaks the norms of how the history was previously narrated in different novels and books. And her approach towards history is diverse and interesting.